What's up everybody, it's La Muerte Blanca. We're back with another explained video where we speedrun the retelling of complicated game stories with plenty of jokes along the way. This time we're discussing the sequel to everyone's favorite cock mystery, Chicken Police Into the Hive. If you're one of those that can't spare the 10 plus hours needed to play it, don't worry, I got you. If you have no idea what's going on or why the hell this chicken is wearing a leather jacket, check out my Chicken Police Paint It Red Explained video for some much needed context. As the adrenaline of every gamer with an animal fetish kicks in, the rest of us are back with our guy, Chicken, Santino Featherland, classic noir detective that monologues more than the waitresses in Hollywood. Don't worry Jessica, your big break will come one day. No it won't. We find him at a crime scene, but the scene itself isn't important. Spoiler, it's a dream, but what is important is the context we get from it. The city of Clawville is specious as cluck, specifically against insects who are viewed as second-class citizens. For reasons, the city instituted a segregation act, exiling insects into the dilapidated shithole part of town that is now called the Hive. They even pulled a Trump and built a wall to keep them out of the rest of the city. It's clucked up. Sunny wakes up and finds a female Zorak staring at him. Her name is Melandra and needs the Chicken Police's help because her dead husband has disappeared. What? The body of her recently deceased husband was stolen. She explains he worked at a factory that was converted into a meat substitute plant. He quit and then started working for a private eye Sunny knows as Frank. Turns out multiple bodies have also gone missing from the same cemetery. Interesting indeed. So now, instead of going on his much needed vacation to get away from things like this crocodile city, the stress of being a cop, the trauma surrounding his ex-wife, Sunny's on his way to pick up his partner to start another case. On the drive over, Sunny does more monologuing and we learn Clawville is on the brink of collapse. The power of the crown is waning, the insects of the Hive are rioting, and gang warfare has been running rampant since the Chicken Police took down Albert Wetzler's empire in the last game. Sunny finds his partner, Marty McChicken, drunk and in the middle of a marital dispute with his wife, Laura. So how does one wake up their friend from a drunken stupor? Beat him in the head with a baseball.
Ouch, town population, you bro!
Sobered up and likely concussed, Marty goes with Sunny to the police station, but remains suspiciously cryptic about his dispute with Laura. They get the needed permit to enter the Hive and stop at Zip's Cafe to see if the ex-con turned informant knows anything about the Hive. Imagine if Rocket Raccoon was taller and talks like he's in Goodfellas. Chicken Police go to the cemetery, investigate the grave, and find a broken glass bottle from a bar called the Distant Light, which also serves as the layer of the Great Web. The what? Basically, the Great Web is a ruthless underworld organization and information network that has run the Hive for decades. The Spider Queen uses it to see and know everything. Chicken's head for the Distant Light hooked that slug from A Bug's Life up with a wasp in order to get in.
I said no salt!
Use the bug equivalent of the N-word in front of a fully armed cockroach, and eventually meet Renaissance Charlotte. The Spider Queen explains how insanely dire the situation in the Hive has been since the Segregation Act, and how things will soon boil over if nothing is done to fix it. As the Hive deteriorates, so does the Great Web, while the rival Golden Fang clan gains more power. This clan is led by Wetzler's second-in-command, Mongrel Mick, who took over after Wetzler's empire crumbled and the smaller gangs waged war for power. Back then, the suffering of the Hive residents led to an insect assassination attempt which prompted the Segregation Act. The Queen is implying the Chicken Police's case against Wetzler created a ripple effect that has led to the Hive's deterioration and will eventually lead to the city's ruin. She also tells Sunny that they had nothing to do with the missing bodies, points the finger at the Golden Fang clan, and implies the government is benefiting from the Hive's infighting. No. That would be collusion! The Crown is trying to negotiate peace with the other major countries and doesn't have the resources to deal with their own gang wars right now. Finally, she explains Frank the Private Eye was pursuing Mick and discovered something big. He could be in danger, so Sunny and Marty rush to his place and Frank's been shot? Barely clinging to life, Frank tells Sunny, "We are meat," and passes away. What does that mean? Sunny asks Bubo, the drunk Tootsie Pop owl, to examine Frank's body, who only agrees if Sunny brings the body to him. But when they get back to Frank's place, he's gone. But Sunny does find the Golden Fang, and you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out that it belongs to the Golden Fang clan, specifically Mick's monkey ass. But why? Why does the Golden Fang clan need fresh bodies? Before they can pursue any more leads, McGruff the crime dog rolls in and forces the two detectives to take another case. This pompous-ass wolf is Cassidy Lupus, a high-profile actor who needs protection. He's being blackmailed into a business proposition where someone wants him to be the spokesperson for something. Extremely detailed and helpful, I know. This wolf sucks. But we do find out he's being blackmailed with evidence of him cheating on his buddy wife. Again, this wolf sucks. Apparently, Lupus has a cat fetish. The furry is into furries, if you know what I'm saying. The Despite all this, the self-absorbed wolf refused the offer and is now receiving threats, which is why he is requesting protection as he attends the premiere of his upcoming movie. So rather than continue to investigate the murder of a fellow colleague and the potential collusion of an entire government, Sonny is forced to babysit Arya Stark's doggo. Sonny asks Monica, the hummingbird secretary and metaphorical mother hen of the police department, to accompany him. There's clearly some romantic tension, but it's painful to watch. Like middle-aged divorcees who haven't dated since high school, kind of awkward. Sonny sends Marty home to deal with his wife while he catches up with stuttering Peter Cottontail. Lewis still runs in high circles and might know something about the event. He tells Sonny about the king's new advisor who mysteriously appeared after the old one died. Her name is Lady Kayla, and along with advising the king and being his spiritual guide, she runs the new Unity Church. Once again, we see religion and politics are mixing, and what do we get when those two mix? Collusion! The two later pick up Marty, who's still in the doghouse, chicken coop, and Marty continues to be cryptic about what's really going on between him and Laura. They get to the premiere, meet Lupus's wife. I'm trying to figure out how a wolf doesn't eat the bunny he's married to, unless he does. And they get a chance to speak with the king and Lady Kayla. But something's off. Kayla's answering for the king and is clearly influencing him. Following some uncomfortable small talk, Marty heads off to investigate where Frank's body is while Sonny and Monica continue to mingle. Sonny questions Kayla further, learning the new Unity Church mission is to unify the populace that is riddled with segregation and discontent. They've been actively helping those suffering in the Hive and other impoverished areas with basic needs and spiritual counsel. The religion itself is one of extremes though, where creation and destruction both play a role. Kayla says in order to save Clavel, it needs to be quote unquote reborn, because that's not foreboding at all. Also not concerning is the fact that she wants to marry the king. She clearly has much to gain from a union, and I'm starting to think.
Potted him, it's honeypot.
Sonny and Monica continue their date that's not a date by sharing intimate stories about their past. Monica offers Sonny the emotional support he hasn't had since losing his ex-wife, and they watch a movie made by 20th Century Studios ripoff. Again, not a date. After the movie, Lupus comes rushing to Sonny in a panic. His body double is dead. They examine the crime scene and find another threatening letter signed by Mick. Knowing their hideout is likely the meat factory, Sonny deduces the Golden Fang clan wants Lupus to advertise the meat substitute. But why? They also find a strange puzzle box with a scribbled piece of paper. Philmar, this PI that's been in Sonny's business since the last game, says it's insect writing. They meet up with Marty, who found the location of the factory, but first they stop at Bubo's to give the drunk owl a can of the meat product to see if he can analyze it. They then show the message to the Spider Queen, who says the writing has been altered like a cipher. This was something military intelligence would do during the war, and someone Sonny knows might be able to help. Someone who lives right next to him. Clock me, Lewis is a crown spy? Outed, Bunny Majima loses his speech impediment and tells Sonny he's part of the King's Guard, a secret spy ring sworn to protect the crown. And now they're trying to protect him from the furry trap that is Lady Kayla. Through her church-turned-cult, she's getting her claws into everyone. She virtually owns the Hive since she's been helping the impoverished and has power over many of the city's elites through her seances, including the king. However, her goal is still unknown. Even crazier, Lewis believes the church and Golden Fang are connected somehow, and if they're not stopped, it could threaten the entire world order. He needs Sonny to find out what that connection is. Lewis's cryptographer is one of two people who can decipher the message, and oh shit, she's the Wasp Lady from the Hive? Wasp Lady says the message is from Frank and says, I hid it where no one will ever dare to search for it. Only through my cold body. Hold up, he was working with the spies too? Still needing to check the factory, find Frank's body, what he's hiding, and the connection between the gangs and Kayla's church, the chicken please decide to have dinner at Marty's. Say, what? Laura is pregnant? Wait. How does that even work between a chicken and a cougar? And speaking of cougars, I'm going to assume Laura is older because that means our boy Marty bagged himself a literal and figurative cougar.
Nice.
Anyway, the reason Marty and Laura have been fighting, why Marty's been so cryptic about everything, and why Sonny's involved all lead to the same reason. Laura wants Sonny to break up his partnership with Marty. Just like what Sonny's ex did to him, Laura's giving Marty an ultimatum. Her and the baby, or Sonny and the chicken police. He has to choose, and she doesn't want Marty to make the same mistake Sonny did. Sonny promises Laura to break things off, takes Marty aside, and they both agree it's over after this case. They head for Bubo's, who tells them the meat substitute is holy clucking shit. It's insect meat? Is that why Frank said we are meat? The Golden Fang clan is stealing bodies and feeding them to the public. That is messed up, like Cartman's chili level messed up.
Oh, let me taste your tears, Scott. Your tears are so yummy and sweet.
But why? The chicken police finally head for the factory. Sonny takes this opportunity to monologue some more, and even though the place is a fortified fortress, they manage to sneak in through the back door, which leads them to the exact room they need to be. Frank also said he hid something through his cold body, so the two detectives start rifling through Frank's corpse like they're the bad boys in that morgue scene, minus the X, of course.
Take the bitch.
As they're digging through their friend's corpse, they find a royal ring. How the cluck did the Golden Fang get this? Are they working for the king? No, they got it from Kayla. Because of all the charity the church is doing in the Hive, Kayla is adored here and using the positive image as a cover to deal with the Golden Fang, who were turning homeless insects and now dead insects into spam to feed the city. The ring was supposed to be given to Mick to frame the king, but Frank swallowed it instead. As they make their escape, shit, Rafiki Capone pulls a gun on him. This is Mick, by the way. After telling the monkey with a gun and a bad attitude to go cluck himself, Sonny learns Mick loves to monologue just as much as him. And we learn all of this is an elaborate plan to sow chaos throughout the world. From the chaos, Mick and his boss, Kayla, have other plans that involve the chicken police but won't say what. Finally, he says Kayla is going to marry the king to further cement her hold on his power, and then BAM! Mick's gun goes off, but at the last second, no! Marty pushes Sonny out of the way and takes the bullet. Chapter 4 starts with a title fit for an adult film, and even though Marty's still alive, he has to undergo several risky surgeries. Meanwhile, Sonny's at the train station. He feels responsible for what happened to Marty, depressed he failed to capture Mick and keep his promise to Laura, and desperate to just hang it all up and run away from his problems. Monica catches up with Sonny and tries to convince him to stay, but when that doesn't work, she shows him a shipment of meat bound for Stavonia, another country that holds a great deal of tension with Clawville. If the meat scandal breaks out, this could be enough to start a war, which motivates Sonny to get his head out of his ass, call in some favors, devise a plan to disrupt Kayla's operation, and go with Monica to confront her hours before the wedding. She hits us with the creepy Five Nights at Freddy's stare as she goes full cult leader, explaining that Sonny has been a pawn in her plan this entire time. The clues, Melandra, Lupus's mistress, all of it meticulously set up by Kayla. But why? She wanted the chicken police to figure everything out and bring it to light. She wants the world to know what they are eating in order to fuel the flames of war. And after everything is destroyed, she'll rise up, bringing a new world order to the chaos like the crazy cult leader she is. Even though he's a cock, Sonny's really just a pussy as he hesitates to shoot, and once again the woman he's with has to save his ass. BAM! Monica puts Kayla down like the rabid animal she is. Sonny's low-key impressed, maybe slightly turned on by the bad burn Monica is, and after all that, Sonny tells the king to do his clucking job and fix the city. Finally, Sonny decides, cluck this shit, and quits the force. Monica joins him, and they both head off to see Marty, who's still messed up. The two partners have a touching moment like that scene from Remember the Titans. Marty's afraid he's going to die. Sonny reassures him by saying, cocks never sleep. There's an inappropriate joke in there somewhere, but we're moving on. Also, like Remember the Titans sometime later, Marty passes away. Damn. Here's to hoping McDonald's doesn't steal his body. Get it? Marty McChicken? No? Okay. Credits roll. We're back with Sonny and Monica, who started their own agency in honor of his late partner, and together they finally go on that vacation.
Nice.
And that's Chicken Police Into the Hive. I'm gonna be honest, I felt the ending was a little rushed, leaving way more questions than answers. What happened to Mick? How's Laura and the baby doing? What the cluck does a half chicken cougar baby even look like? Did the devs rush the ending? Or leave the door wide open for Chicken Police 3? If you enjoy these videos, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, or don't. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what other games that you all want to see. We've already done a ton of our explained videos, so make sure you check the channel out for those as well. I'm La Muerte Blanca, and I'll catch you guys next time.